Hello and welcome for our explanation to Cemerzone 2.0. Guys, we have changed a lot of things, so I'm gonna need your attention here, okay? Cemerzone 2.0 is now a desktop application. It works on Macs, it works on Windows. I'm going to show you the Windows version, but the Mac version is exactly the same. There's nothing different on the Mac version, okay? So first off, as you probably understand, we need to log in with our accounts. If you don't have an account yet, you can create one by clicking here. So I'm gonna log into my account, and here is the new user interface. I'm gonna explain the user interface to you. On the left-hand side of your screens, you are going to see the catalog, selection, measurement, shape creation, environment, a render studio, screenshot, gallery, 3D export, hiding the scene products or showing them, hiding the safe zones, or coming from Imperial to metric to metric to Imperial system change. On the left bottom, you can change the theme. You can open the user guide if you like. If you're lost, the user guide is on the left bottom, and all the keyboard shortcuts are over here. On the top of the screen, you are going to see new project, saving and save as the project. You can open your previously created projects. Currently, the projects sit on their laptop or PC. They are not networked. Keep this in mind. We can also import a DWG file, and we can export a PDF file. You can change the viewport from 2D to 3D from the top side, as you can see. And on the right-hand side of the screen, the first thing that you're going to see is the settings. The settings help you to change the resolution of the software, as well as the UI scale, and closing up the shadows and origin marker. I generally don't like to use the origin marker, so I close it, but you can use that. And you can also change the UI scale, especially on your Macs. You might be able to do better with different UI scale, so feel free to change the UI scale as you like, and then click apply to change the user interface. I'm gonna just go back to 100%. So first things first, we need to start creating with shapes, because the safe zones are working in conjunction with the shapes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 2D view first, which is numeric 5, by the way. If you press on your numeric keyboard 5, it is gonna open. And I'm gonna create a shape of a square, let's say 1,000 meters square, of a concrete. There you go. I'm also gonna add maybe a blue EPDM zone for 350. Say a circle. And let's add an L shape of red EPDM. Maybe a smaller one. Something like this. Okay. Here on the right-hand side, you can see the layers. So area 5, area 2, area 1. And you can change the precedence. You can change the order of the layers to see them on top or at the bottom. So you can put area 5 under area 1. Now it's at the back. Now it's at the front. You can close and open their visibilities if you like. And you can get them under a layer if you like. Let's say my layer. And then you can drag them into the layer like this. Perfect. Now, here's the fun part. I'm gonna need to add some products, and this screen is exactly the same screen that you see on Cemer's website. they are exactly the same. All the metadata that is coming in are exactly the same. And you will see that you have all the filters that you like, from age to capacity to area, freefall height, newest, oldest, popular items, capacity, you name it. You can go and download anything you like from the 3D models. However, you are going to see some tags on top of the products. First one is the cached one. When you see this, this means that you've already downloaded this model before. Okay, so you don't have to re-download it again. And there's another one called no model with grayed out. As you can see, I cannot select this. That's because this model particularly is not available for the application. Probably because the 3D version of it is not yet generated. So from here, let's select something popular. And let's select something popular that I haven't downloaded yet. For example, the Teto series. DGTS 203/R-R, sorry. There you go. Now, when you click on the item, you are going to see this panel coming up. You can see the properties. This is coming from the metadata. You can move it. You can rotate that. Right? There's a flip save zone button. This is for some of the items that their safe zones are not coming correctly. They're basically getting 180 degrees differently. That's for that reason. And I can duplicate if I like. So I'm just going to use it over here. You can select it from here as well on the scene products. Let's add another thing. This time, maybe a swing set. CA171. There you go. I'm going to select that first and change the angle of it. There you go. And if I would move this in to the safe zone, as you can see, you're going to see those red. I can also use the snap button to get some smart snaps. I can also open or close the grid from the bottom side of the screen. And let's say if I want to switch this model, I didn't like the swing, you can do that by selecting the switch and selecting something else. Let's put a metal series instead. There you go. Let's take a look from the 3D view. Like how it looks like. It's all good. I'm good with this. Okay. Let's say you're pretty much zoomed in and you want to frame everything inside the frame. All you need to do is press F. And that goes to the selection, basically. Because I've selected this, it goes to this. And if I deselect and press F, the entire scene gets framed in. Just a heads up for you. So I can add whatever I like. I can filter whatever I like. Of course, I can load in more stuff in. Right? You can load, because there's a lot of things to choose from in Cemer Playground equipment, as you guys know. And most of the models are already embedded in. Okay, so let's say I am happy with my design, but I want to add some environment variables like a tree. We are going to add more in the smaller future, but at the moment we don't have many. I'm just going to add one tree. We will add more trees and more environment objects, basically, but at the moment we just have one. So let's say I'm happy with this. Okay, let's now get an AI render from the AI Render Studio. All we need to do is to select a concept, and I'll select a school concept here. If you want to upload a background as well, you can do that. And I'll just hit generate here and wait 5 to 15 seconds, depending on the servers. And here we are. We get our output done. Quite like the outcome, actually. If you like to also add the safe zone in the render, you can. You can open the show safe zone over here. That's about it. This is already saved. I don't have to do anything else with the render. You can get more renders as you like. So, I'm gonna show you another thing that is useful also. You can import a DWG file. And let's import one. I have this plan that I can use. And this is gonna import the DWG to the origin point. Okay, see, the DWG is now put. There is limited possible things that you can do with the DWG. It's just for visuals. But you can do an experimental thing where if you select the create shape and then try to select an area that you like on the DWG file, let's say over here somewhere, you are going to see this DWG shape layer ARQ so that is the layer that I selected. That is the area. And I can then fill that portion in with a selection. So for example, sand, select something else, sand again, okay, it's EPDM, and you get the idea. But like I said, this is experimental, okay? So use it as is. This is totally experimental, okay? But it will help you, probably. We are going to get more probably features in the future, but not yet. So, again, in the near future, we're gonna probably also have texture imports, Google Maps integration, as well as PDF integration, where we can use a PDF or a PNG to get it as a foundation. Perfect. Now, we also have an export PDF option. So now I can see all the generated data before, either from a screenshot point of view or an AI point of view. The last one I created is here. So I'm basically gonna stay on this and let the PDF get generated. Easy peasy. The PDF is out. Now I'm going to open it. And here we are with the PDF generated with the layout report, my name on it, my firm, contact information, the items on the list, how much ground area that I'm covering with the current project. And basically, if I want to also save my entire project, I can save it. Or I can open a previously generated project. Let me show you one of them that I previously created. For example, this one. All the saved data are situated on your laptops and PCs right now. We don't have any cloud save functionality yet. So make sure that you have all this data on your own computers. We are very excited about Cemer 2.0. We need your feedback, guys, because nowadays getting feedback on the software itself got really, really easy. Please do not hold back your feedback. Give it to us and we'll give back the features that you like into the software, hopefully. And we will make, hopefully, most of you very, very happy. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.